These are the Guardian Stones. 3 of the 13 ancient standing stones that dot Skyrim's landscape. Go ahead, see for yourself. Warrior. Good. I knew you shouldn't have been on that cult the minute I laid eyes on you. Listen, as far as I'm concerned, you've already earned your pardon. But until we get that confirmed by General Tullius, just stay clear of other Imperial soldiers and avoid any complications, all right? I'm glad you decided to come with me. We're almost to Riverwood.
A dragon! I saw a dragon!
What? What is it now, Mother?
It was as big as the mountain and black as night. It flew right over the barrow.
Dragons now, is it? Please, Mother. If you keep on like this, everyone in town will think you're crazy. And I've got better things to do than listen to more of your fantasies.
You'll see. It wasn't
Are you feeling sick?
then you'll believe me.
For your help, I'm sending word to the Orc strongholds that you're to be trusted. You should be welcome there now.
Are you feeling sick?
Aye. May the gods watch over your battles, friend.
Yes? What can I do for you?
This better be good.
You have questions?
Need something? The sands are cold, but Khajiit feels warmness from your presence.
We're one of the same kind, you and I. I'm glad to have met you. And what might you need, Safe travels. Yes.
Yes?
Need a ride? I can take you to any of the hold capitals.
Yes?
What are you looking at?
Don't take this the wrong way, but you look a little sickly.
Hmm? Need something?
Need something?
Oh.
Ain't every day we get visitors in Riverwood. Gerder's family first settled here as woodcutters a few generations ago. She and Hod run the mill. I make a decent living sharpening axes and fixing the sawmill. People are rightly stirred up about the damn Thalmor being allowed to roam around arresting people, just for worshipping Talos. But was it worth tearing Skyrim apart and maybe destroying the Empire? No. Ulfric will have a lot to answer for in the end. Nords have always supported the Empire, and the Empire has always been good for Skyrim. It's from that treaty that ended the Great War, remember? Talos worship. We didn't pay much attention to it when I was a boy. Everyone still had their little shrine to Talos. But then, Ulfric and his Sons of Skyrim started agitating about it. Sure enough, the Emperor had to crack down, dragging people off in the middle of the night. One of the main causes of this war, if you ask me. Of course. Take what you need. there's something you could do for me. For all of us here. Whatever you need. My Ysmir, if it's simple and strong, I can forge it. All right, then. You looking for a new blade? I see no harm in it, if you have the skill. The grindstone will improve your weapons. Use the table to improve your armor. If you've got the raw materials, you can use the forge to make something new. Until next time.
How do you feel? I think you might be sick.
Until next time.
I hope that dragon isn't still flying around here somewhere. Well, you didn't know? That was Ulfric Stormcloak and his top lieutenants. Right, the leader of the Stormcloaks. They claim to be fighting for Skyrim's freedom, but the war is really all about Ulfric wanting to be High King of Skyrim. A masterstroke by General Tullius. He's only been in charge here for a few months, but he's turned things around for the Empire. We've been trying to catch Ulfric since the war started, but he always seemed to slip through our fingers, like he knew we were coming. This time, the general turned the tables on him. Ulfric rode right into our ambush with only a few bodyguards. He surrendered pretty meekly too. So much for his death or glory reputation. I thought we were taking Ulfric back to Cyrodiil, but I guess the general changed his mind. You know the rest. You haven't heard of the civil war in Skyrim? I guess down in Cyrodiil, people have other things to worry about. It's pretty simple. Ulfric founded the Stormcloaks years ago, as a sort of private army to advance his ambitions. He's always used the ban on the worship of Talos to stir people up against the Empire. He never succeeded in getting much support, so a few months ago he murdered the High King. That got the Empire's attention. So did I. If the damn Stormcloak somehow found one, or woke it up, the war might be about to take an ugly turn. Hard to believe it was just a coincidence, that the first dragon anyone's seen for centuries attacks just as Ulfric was about to be executed. I guess that wasn't such a big deal elsewhere in the Empire, but here it's caused a lot of resentment. Native son and all that. Even I'll admit it hasn't been the Empire's finest hour. But it wasn't like the Emperor had any choice, did he? If he hadn't signed the peace treaty with the Thalmor, they would have destroyed the Empire. Then where would Skyrim be? That's the part that Ulfric's supporters always conveniently forget about. Unless the Empire stands together, the Thalmor will destroy us all. Of course. I know today wasn't the best introduction to the Legion, but I hope you'll give us another chance. The Legion could really use someone like you, especially now. And if the rebels have themselves a dragon, General Tullius is the only one who can stop them. I don't blame you for being angry about it. I would be too in your shoes. But it was all a mistake. You weren't supposed to be on that cart with those Stormcloak traitors. And the Imperial Legion needs your help, especially now with that dragon out there somewhere and Ulfric back on the loose. Sure, I understand. It's not easy to go from being executed by the Legion one day to joining up the next. But I think you'll see that the Legion is Skyrim's only hope for real peace right now. I know you'll make the right choice in the end.
Whatever you need. Buy Ysmir if it's simple and strong. I can forge it. All right. Then.
You there. The Dawn Guard is looking for anyone willing to fight against the growing vampire menace. What do you say? We're vampire hunters. We search out and destroy those blood-sucking scum wherever we find them. You're not paying attention then, like almost everyone else around here. Haven't you heard that the Hall of the Vigilance was destroyed by vampires? They never took the threat seriously, and now they paid the price. The Vigilance mostly hunt down Daedra worshippers, which is why they got torn to pieces when they went up against vampires. That's why our leader, Isran, is re-establishing the Dawn Guard. Real, serious vampire hunters. Ha! Isran's going to like you. Go talk to him at Fort Dawn Guard, southeast of Riften. He'll decide if you're Dawn Guard material.
Whatever you need. Buy Ysmir if it's simple and strong. I can forge it. It's from that treaty that ended the Great War. We didn't pay, but then, Ulf dragging people off in the middle of the... I see no harm. The grindstone will... If you've got the raw materials, you can use the forge to make something new. People are rightly... But what? Nords have always supported the Empire. And the Empire has always been good for Skyrim. Aye. May the gods watch over your battles, friend. Aye. Whatever you need. Buy Ysmir. I see no harm in it. The grindstone... if you've got the raw materials. Girders, she and Hod run the mill. I make a decent living sharpening people up. But was it... Nords have always supported the Empire. And the Empire has always been good for Skyrim.
I hope that dragon
Until
isn't still
next time.
flying around here somewhere. General Tullius has his headquarters in Castle Dower, in the city of Solitude, northwest of here. You'll want to talk to Legate Ricka. She deals with the new recruits. I'll be sure to put in a good word for you if I get back to Solitude first. Good luck. If you get a chance, look me up in Solitude.
You looking for a new blade? Until next time.
You look sick here. The Riverwood trader was robbed. Poor Lucan must be torn to pieces over it.
Well, one of us has to do something.
I said no. No adventures, no theatrics, no sheep chase.
Well, what are you going to do then, huh? Let's hear it.
We are done talking about this.
Maybe you could talk some sense into my... Excellent. I think you'll be glad that you made this decision. Thank you. I'll be sure to put it to good use. All right, then.
I don't know what you overheard, but the Riverwood trail... Take a look. Yeah, we did have a bit of a break-in. We still have plenty to sell. Robbers were only after one thing. An ornament, solid gold in the shape of a dragon's claw. You could? I've got some coin coming in from my last shipment. It's yours if you bring my claw back. If you're going to get those thieves, you should head to Bleak Falls Barrow, northeast of town. Yes. So now you don't have to go, do you?
Oh, really? Well, we have to go through town and across the bridge to get to Bleak Falls.
Whatever you need. My Ismir, if it's simple and strong, I can forge it. I see no harm in it. The grindstone will improve your weapon. If you've got the raw materials, you can use the forge to make something new. All right, then. You looking for a new blade? People are right. But was it worth? Nords have always supported the Empire. And the Empire has always been good for Skyrim. Mm-hmm.
You look worse than I feel.